Hey guys, it's Jack from Casino Income Academy, and we are getting so much closer now to the major release AI bubblecraps blueprint. So first thing I want to do is apologize. The last video that I released had audio problems. I have no idea. There must have been something that I did with the microphone attached to the computer. I don't know what happened there. I hope you guys were able to grin and bear it and still get through it because it was a really good video. I'm really proud of that video, and it's really a shame that the audio was a bit of a mess. So I'm totally frustrated with that, but that's what happens sometimes when you're using technology. I certainly didn't mean for that to happen. All right, so I promised you that the next video was going to be kind of a boot camp, another craps boot camp video to get everybody ready for the release. It looks like it's going to be on Monday for AI bubblecraps blueprint. So if you haven't already registered for free on the website as a student to get the newsletter, you absolutely should have already done that, because on Monday or whenever we're ready to roll, not only are you going to get the newsletter, but you're going to get a discount code as well. So we've already priced this thing way, way below what's the value, but you're going to get more money off when you get the discount code. So let's get right into it. There's a lot of people that are always nervous with craps, and they don't realize that by not taking the time to learn this game, they are giving up the ability to play one of the most fun games, one of the most exciting games. And if you're taking this seriously and want to do this for actually real money as a side hustle or an actual business, which is what we teach, you are missing out on one of the best business opportunities that I know of. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I will take this, especially this course and the strategies that we're teaching in here, over anything. Amazon, eBay, Etsy, affiliate marketing. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to have a crystal ball that tells you when to sell your stocks or crypto or options or any other nonsense. You are completely in control when it comes to the casino and bubble craps or standard craps. So let's get right into this right now without wasting any more time. So this is Crapsy. For $50 a year, this is one of the greatest tools you can possibly get. You can create this to use with the traditional table, bubble craps like I did here, and tons of other things that you can tailor this for whatever version of craps that you're playing. So first thing first, I want to show you this, and I do this inside the course as well, guys. So everything that you're seeing here is definitely covered in one of the quick videos at the beginning. So I want to show you, when we say bubble craps, what does that actually mean? So this is what we mean when we say bubble craps. Okay, this is a machine, right? Electronic craps machine that is in almost every casino nowadays across the country. You will feed in your money and you will be able to put bets in here. And when you hit this button, it makes these two dice jump up and down. And the beauty of bubble craps is that you don't have to worry about $25 minimums, $50 minimums. These games can usually be played all the way down to a $3 minimum. So what that means is that there is no barrier to starting this business at the ground floor in any casino in the United States or Northern America, wherever you can find a bubble craps machine, because you can start with a very small capital bankroll. The second version of this that I want to show you, let's see if I can find this first. Well, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you this version next. Okay. So this, if I can get it to open up, hold on 1 second. I'm having an internet problem. Okay, come on. Come on. I know you're working now. Let's go. It's not going to open. All right, let's just show it on here. Okay. So it may look a little different than this, but this is one of the best ways to play craps, in my opinion. So this is bubble craps, but the difference here is that everybody is connected to the same little hopper where the dice are. So it's the exact same thing as playing on a live table, but you're putting in your bets like this. And it's rolling around the table who gets to hit the button to make the 2 dice jump. Now, let's get to the next version. And the next version is very similar to a traditional. Let me see if I can get a picture of this. Roll to win, craps. Let's see if we can find this. Okay. It's similar to the, well, okay. I'll show it to you like this. They don't all look like this. Come on. Where's the big picture? There we go. All right. So they don't all look like this. So this is basically a hybrid. So you are still using the keyboard, the monitor here, to be able to put in your bets. But the difference is that now, like a regular table, there are physical dice that you still get to play. So this is what I consider a hybrid table. And the beauty of the hybrid table is that it is still physical dice being thrown by a human being, right? Exactly the same like a regular craps table. But again, you're getting the benefit most of the time of having these low minimums and putting in your bets here. So those are 2 different ways to play. And of course, the standard way of playing craps is this. At a full table, and this is what most of us played with for 30 years, a table like this. No electronics, right? You're going to stand on the rail, you're going to put your actual physical chips on the felt, and some of the bets, the dealer is going to take the money and put them out for you, and other bets you're going to be able to self-place, like the pass line, the don't pass, and a few others. But the rest of the bets, the dealers are going to take them and they're going to pay out in physical chips. So here's the deal. The reason craps, in my opinion, is the best casino asset if you're looking to make money is because we have multiple ways of getting involved with this game, right? Because I haven't even mentioned the other way, which is online craps. There are actually physical tables that you can play online and they roll the dice. So it's the same thing as you actually standing in front of the table, but you're putting your bets in on the internet. So there is an incredible amount of opportunities to be able to play this game and use these incredible strategies and money management to make money. Bubble craps is a wonderful starting point. I play it now. It doesn't matter, I don't need to play at the $3 level, but I like playing it anyway. The roll to win table, the hybrid table, and of course the regular craps table. So those are the different ways of playing. And the difference is basically in how you're making your bets, how you're getting paid out, and the minimum that you can make. So let's get back to Crapsy. So let's connect here. And the layout is basically the same for all these games. So you may be putting your bets in electronically or on the internet or on a real table. But the bottom line is the look and feel mirrors this standard look. Okay? Now, for all of you that have watched from afar and have been nervous about playing this game because there looks like so many different bets that can be made, right? I'm going to show you that that is meaningless, that this game is simple to learn because you're not going to be using all the bets all the time. And I'll give you a little hint. In AI bubblecraps blueprint, the new module, you're not even going to be utilizing a lot of these bets because we use very specific type of bets because we find it is the best way to make money. Okay? So let's get right into it. So the game of craps is really simple. It doesn't matter which version you use. You see this little off thing here? That's called the puck. So when this puck is off, the very next roll is called the come out roll. The come out roll determines where this puck goes to. And then we call that the point number. So let's go ahead and do that.
7 winner.
All right. The puck did not move because on a come out 7 or 11, the people that are betting on this pass line here, which goes all the way around the table, they instantly win on a 7 or an 11. And they instantly lose on a 2, a 3, or a 12. So the puck doesn't move. The puck moves to a number only if it's one of these box numbers. These are the only numbers that could be considered a point number. So let's see if we can get a point number.
12 craps.
And of course, we're looking for a point number. Now we have two numbers that are not points. So let's keep going.
7 winner.
3 times in a row.
3 craps.
4 times in a row.
Nina.
Okay, finally. So you see the little puck moves to the 9. And this signifies that this is the point number. So I'm going to give you basic bets to understand, and then I'm going to tell you some of the things that we use. So if you had money on this pass line, forget about the rolls that happened before this. Let's keep it real simple. Your money did not make you any money or lose you any money yet. Because once that puck moves to the number, for you to win on the pass line or lose, this number, only this number where the puck is, needs to be rolled. So if a 9 gets rolled, the people that are on this pass line are going to make even money. If you have $5 here, you're going to make $5. However, the opposite side of that is that if the 7 is rolled, when the puck is already out here, before the 9, these people are going to lose their money. Okay? Most people that play this game really don't understand all the different bets. And they don't understand the payouts, and they don't understand the logic of placing a bet in certain areas. So most people only, when you walk over to a craps table, they're all playing on the pass line. Okay? Because this is the way they were taught the game. They don't know some of the other bets, and they don't understand how they work together. Okay? But let's keep going. The other basic bet is the don't pass. Some people will say this is the dark side bet, or the opposite of the pass line. And the reason we call this a dark side bet is that it's not exactly the opposite of the pass line, but it's close. So before this puck comes out, on the come out roll, if a 2 or a 3 is rolled, this is an instant win. But if a 7 or 11 is rolled, this is an instant loss. So remember, on the pass line, a 7 or an 11 thrown is an instant win, and a 2 and a 3 is a loss. Now, it's not an exact opposite, because the 12 loses on the pass line, but it's a push on the don't pass. That's how the casino gets an edge. Okay? So that's how the pass and the don't pass work. So if you had money here, and the guy throws the dice, and the puck moves to the 9, you are looking for the 7 to come before the 9. So that is the opposite. The pass line, you're looking for the 9 before the 7 to win. On the don't pass, you're looking for the 7 out before the 9. The 7 is considered the casino's number because everybody that's in most of these other bets will lose when the 7 is thrown. So they call that the casino number or the dark side number. But when you bet here, you're basically betting with the casino's number, the 7. Okay? So think about it for a minute. On the come out roll, on the don't pass, the 7 is not your friend. There are more ways to make the 7 than any of these numbers. That's why it's the casino's number, right? But the minute that this puck moves to one of these numbers, the 7 becomes your friend. You are in the same boat as the casino now. Okay? The odds of you winning on this versus the casino winning are exactly the same once the puck moves. So now you may be saying, well, wait a minute, that sounds amazing. The don't pass is great. You're listening and you're paying attention and your brain should be working in that direction. So we're not done yet though. I'm going to show you the other basic bets. All right. Now, the puck is moved. At any time, you can bet on these individual numbers rolling. So it doesn't matter that the puck is on the 9. If you want to place a 6 or an 8 or a 4 or a 5 or the 9 or the 10, you can do that at any time by putting your money out if you're on a real table and telling the dealer what you want to put out here. Okay? These are not contract bets. You can move them up and put more money on them, and you can take them off at any time. So if I wanted to bet $6 on a 6, I would put the $6 out here and tell the dealer. I could also, let's take $6 on the 8. I could bet $5 on the 4 or the 10 or the 9. Okay? You put your money out and you tell the dealer. Now, if you're playing on bubblecraps, whatever you want to bet out here is strictly based on the minimum for the bubblecraps, which is usually about $3. Okay? Most of the time. But if you're playing on a regular table, a traditional table, they will force you, when you want to bet on the 6 and the 8, it has to be in increments of $6. So 6, 12, 18, okay, 24. But on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, as long as it's divisible by 5, it doesn't matter. $5, $10, 15, 20, 25, it doesn't matter. Okay? But on bubblecraps, you can bet the minimum here. You don't have to worry about it. Okay? All right. Now, there's another type of bet. And these are bets that are similar to the don't pass and the pass, but they can only be made after this puck is moved. These bets are made on the come out before this puck moves. But the two bets I'm going to show you now are similar to these two, but they can only be made after the puck moves to a number. And that's the come and the don't come. So what are these bets? This bet is similar to the pass line. It's a light side bet. So instantly, if the next roll is a 7 or an 11, just like that original bet on the pass line, this wins instantly, even money. If you put money in the DC or the don't come, and the 2 and the 3 come up instantly, it's instant money. It's even money right away. But what happens if these numbers are rolled? You saw with this, right, that these are contingent now on the puck, where the puck is. Well, let's watch this. I'm going to take this one down, and we're going to see what happens. So we put $5 in and we can do this one ourselves on the traditional table. You don't have to have the dealer put this out or this. Okay, so watch this.
5 fever.
Okay. They will take our money and they will move it to the 5. But the difference is not like I showed you when we're going to give the money to the dealer to put the money out here. This is a contract bet. So when whatever that number is that they move the money to, you're stuck here. This is here until the 5 is rolled or the 7. If the 5 is rolled, they instantly take your money down and pay you even money here. It doesn't stay up. But when you place bets here and giving them to the dealer, those can stay up or come down or anything you want. But when you have money in the come or the don't come and it moves, you cannot take this down until it resolves, which means a 5 or a 7. If the 7 comes, this loses. If the 5 comes, they take this down and they pay you an additional 5. The don't come is the opposite. So let's do a don't come bet.
7 out.
Okay. Unfortunately, we're not able to show how it moves because the 7 came. The 7 here is a loss. The 2 and the 3 is a win on the don't come, but the 7 and the 11 is a loss here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the opposite. What am I telling you? The come bet, you win with the 7. Yeah, the 7 and 11 is an automatic win on the come, and a 2-3 is a loss. Here, this is a loss with the 7 or the 11. It's the opposite. The 7 just came. So this bet instantly lost. So we cannot make another bet on the come or the don't come until this puck moves again. So watch this. I'm gonna show you. We'll make a pass line bet just to show you how the action moves.
7 winner.
Okay, that was on the come out roll. We instantly won money on the come out roll when the 7 or the 11 hits. So that was a win.
7 winner.
Another 7, we won again. And notice the puck didn't move to any of the numbers.
Easy 8.
Okay, now we have a point. This is now a contract bet, and we are going to win this bet, even money. If the 8 is rolled before the 7, we're going to make even money here. Okay? Now we have the ability to place any of these bets, the come bet, the don't come bet. We can do whatever we want now. So let me illustrate again the come bet first. We're going to put $5 here.
Hard 10.
And they move it to the 10. It's a contract bet. We cannot remove it. If a 10 is rolled before a 7, they're going to take this down and they're going to pay us even money. Okay? So now let me show you the don't come. Let's try this again. We're going to put $5 in the DC area.
Winner 8.
Okay. This moves to the 8. We also made money on the pass line because that was the pass line. The puck was there, remember? We just got paid $5 on the pass line. At the same time, the DC bet moves behind the 8. The don't come. Okay? We cannot take this down or this. So our come bet is on the 10. We want a 10 to get rolled. We do not want to see a 7. But on the DC bet, we don't want the 8 to get rolled. We want to see a 7. Okay? So we'll leave this pass line. We'll take the pass line off. And we'll focus on just these two to show you how they play out.
6 easy.
Okay, a 6. That does not affect our DC bet on the 8 or the 10.
Winner 6.
Okay, anybody that was on the pass line would have just won. The person made their 6 before throwing a 7. These are live, even though it's a come-out roll.
7 winner.
So what happened? We lost the come bet on the 10 because the 7 came. But we won the DC bet because the 7 came before the 8. Okay? So now, let me illustrate a couple of more things. This area here is called the field. We don't do a lot of strategies with the field. I'm not a huge fan of the field. We incorporate it in some strategies, but not very often. It is a one-time bet that encompasses all of these numbers. Most casinos, if a 2 is rolled, or what we call snake eyes, it pays double. The 12 either pays double or triple based on the casino that you're playing in. So this is a one-time bet. All right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like when we place these numbers instead of using the come or the don't come. So let's put out a pass line bet just for the sake of illustrating. This is a come out roll. We don't have a point yet.
Easy 8.
Okay, the puck moves to the 8. The pass line only gets paid now if the 8 comes in before the 7. That's it. That's all you need to know about this bet. But now we want action on the other numbers. And we don't want to use the come to make the decision for us where it moves, or the DC. We decide that we want to place money right now on numbers. So we're going to take $5 and we're going to put it on the 4. And we're going to take $5 and we're going to put it on the 6. And we already have the 8 because we have the pass line bet, right? Which is the 8 because the puck is there. So we'll take the 9, right? Now, let's see how things play out.
Nina 9.
Okay, we won. We just got paid $7 on our $5 bet. So let's explain that. The come bet and the DC bet were even money bets, just like the pass line and the don't pass. But when you put money directly on the numbers here, they pay based on the odds. These are paid based on odds. So they are not even money bets. So the one, I don't want to get you confused because this is a basic tutorial. There are more ways to make the 6 and 8 than any of these other numbers. These pay a little bit less than the 5 and the 9, which there's a few less ways to make the 5 and the 9 using 2 dice. And the 4 and the 10, the outside numbers, there are less ways to make those. So they pay the most. When you put money on the 4, it pays almost double. The same for the 10. So we got paid $7 for our $5 bet on the 9. Now, at any time you can tell the dealer, or if you're playing bubblecraps, you can pull this down. You can add money to it, which we call pressing, or you can pull this money completely down. We're going to leave it there for purposes of the demo. But at any time, you can lock up your profits that you already made, and you can pull this money off. That's called regression. We regress or we pull our bets. When we put more money on something, that's called pressing the bet. So let's see what happens now.
Fever 5.
Okay, we don't have any money on the 5 right now. It doesn't affect us. It doesn't affect any of these other bets.
Yo 11.
An 11 doesn't do anything for us.
5 fever.
Another 5. We don't have a 5. But if we did, we'd be getting paid.
6 easy.
Okay, we have money on the 6. So notice the $5 on the 6 paid us $5.83. Okay?
4 easy.
Watch this. The 4 came. We almost made double. We made $9.75. Almost a double on the 4. Now, you made $5.83. You made $9.75. What if you said to me, I want to now buy the 5. I want to place the 5 or buy the 5. Okay? You can tell the dealer, give me a 5. And now you're on the 5.
Winner 8.
Okay, the 8 came in, which means the pass line won. If you were on the don't pass, the 8 came before the 7, you would lose your money on the don't pass. Okay? These people would have lost and this person won. Now, you see how it says off. Automatically, on the come out roll, these are off. You would need to tell the dealer that you want to work the come out roll and have these on if you want them working on the come out roll. And that depends on the strategy. So that's not something I'm telling you to do or not do. I'm only showing you the mechanics of some of these bets. So if we want these to be working, we would turn them on like this. On the bubblecraps, you click activate or working. Now these are working for the come out roll along with the pass line. So we'll leave them working and we'll have the pass line. Let's see what happens. Remember, a 7, we're going to lose all of these. All of these are going to lose because that's what they lose to, the 7. This will win on the come out roll on the 7 or 11. But it will lose if a 2, 3, or a 12 happens.
Hard 4.
Okay, the puck is now on the 4, that's the point, and we got paid because we had money on the 4. We made another $9.75. Okay? Now, that's our point for this pass line. They need the 4 before the 7. Okay? We have all this money out here. Let's say that you decided now that you already have $5 on the pass line, which is on the 4, and you want to take this money down. You don't have to. That's called double dipping. You can still leave it out here if you want, but we'll take it down just to show you. So now what do we have? We have a 5, a 6, a 9, and obviously the 4 because of the pass line. So let's throw something on the come bet. And this is where we let the next result dictate where this money goes to.
7 out.
Okay. We made money on the come bet because you win with the 7 or 11. We lost all of these bets and the pass line bet because of the 7 coming. So we lost $15. So do you see how that works? Now we're up for this session because we made $5.83, $9.75, $5, $9.75. We're fine. But that was a losing situation, right? So you understand the pass line, the opposite, so to speak, the don't pass. The field bet is a one-time roll. You understand that you cannot make a come bet or a don't come bet until this puck moves. And what you're basically doing is letting the next result decide where this come bet moves to or travels to. The same thing with the don't come, except that wherever it travels to, you don't want to see that number repeated. You're hoping for the 7 out. So this is a dark side bet where we're on the side of the 7, and so is the don't pass. Now, I'm going to show you another bet that is one of our favorites. It's called a lay bet. A lay bet is the opposite of when we were putting the money here and we wanted to see these numbers rolled. We're going to put a lay bet. Let's say we take $25 and we lay against the 5. We're going to give that money to the dealer and say lay against the 5, right? I'm laying the 5. If you're on bubblecraps, you're going to do it yourself and you're going to put the money up here where it says lay. You can do this at any time. It's not like the come bet and the don't come. You can do this at any time. You can take it down at any time. And what you're doing is you're saying, I want to be on the side of the 7, the number that shows up the most, the casino's number. I dare you to throw a 5 before throwing the 7. If he throws a 5 before the 7, you are going to lose this bet. If the 7 comes, you're going to win this bet. This bet is basically based on odds. It's not an even money bet. It's the same as these. So it's going to pay based on the odds. Okay? So remember, this is the opposite of playing here. We get paid more money when we place or buy or place the 4 or the 10 because there's less of a chance. And then as we move to the middle, these numbers, we get paid less. Well, it's the opposite when you do a lay bet because these numbers come up more. So they're going to pay you more for taking the risk. So these pay more. These pay a little less, the 5 and the 9, right? Because there's the 7 has more of a chance of rolling against those numbers. And then the 4 and the 10, the 7 has a lot more chance of rolling individually against just the 4 or just the 10. Okay? So we're going to just play this out so you can see what this looks like. All right? And notice I did not have to wait for the puck to come out to make a lay bet. So here we go.
Easy 8.
All right, the puck moves to the 8. It doesn't matter to us with this bet. We only care about the 5 or the 7. We're rooting for the 7.
3 craps. 12 craps. Yo 11.
We're only interested in the 5 or the 7.
Hard 4. 7 out.
There it is. And we made $15.83 on our $25 bet. That's what the 5 pays, right? So now I can show you this on a different number. The 5 and the 9 pay the same. The 6 and the 8 are the same. The 4 and the 10 are the same. We use the 4 and the 10 a lot. So we're going to lay on the 10. Now, understand that we have great odds that the 7 is going to beat the 10. It's going to come before the 10. That doesn't mean we can't lose. Don't think it doesn't mean you can't lose. The 10 is rolled. But we make less money. So the odds are better that we're going to win. But we make half the money. So here we go.
7 winner.
And we win. So the $25 bet lay on the 10 pays $11.87. Okay? So you may be wondering, what are all these other bets then that I see on the table? These hard ways. Don't even worry about it. These are lottery ticket bets. Very rarely will any strategy that we use incorporate any of these bets. You will see people at the table, especially the traditional tables, throwing all kinds of money on these bets. For the tutorial purpose, you don't have to worry about this. Forget about it. And these are the bets that are in the middle of the table. They're usually right here, by the way. Forget about those bets for now. Those are prop bets. Those are lottery ticket bets. The only thing you need to understand is that 2 dice being thrown down the table and the odds of those 2 dice being thrown and the combinations. We teach you in the course how many combinations there are to make a 4, a 5, a 6, an 8, a 9, a 10, and a 7. Obviously, there are more ways to make the 7 than any of these numbers. That's why it's the casino's number. And that's why many of the strategies that we teach and that we make a living using also utilize the 7. However, when you get into AI bubblecraps blueprint, when you have the course, you're going to understand that we create combinations of bets that allow us to make money with the 7, but also give us the ability to make money with the other numbers. And how you work out the math on that and the way that the money works is the secret sauce. And that's what we teach you. So AI bubblecraps blueprint has 7 systems that we teach. Now, inside of those 7 strategies, there are other options. There are variables that you can learn that you can tweak for yourself, depending on how aggressive or conservative you want to be. But there's 7 strategies inside AI bubblecraps blueprint. And you will learn them inside and out. Each one, we have focused videos for each one. And they all build because some of the same concepts that I'm showing here are used in the strategies. So once you learn strategy number 1, you may already have the concept, let's say, for the don't come. You're not going to have to relearn how that works for strategy, let's say, number 3. So that is our basic tutorial for craps. Do not let this freak you out. This is not a complicated game, no matter what you see here. This is a game being played with 2 dice and the results of 2 dice. That's all it is. It is not complicated. You do not need to learn all these crazy bets. You do not. Do you need to learn massive math? You do not. You do not. You can practice everything that you're taught in this course on a free simulator on the internet. You can go to wizardofodds.com. They have a free craps simulator. If you want to take it to the next level, which I highly suggest if you're going to take this seriously, you get a subscription to Crapsy. It's dirt cheap. It's dirt cheap. And you can use this and get so comfortable with what these strategies do and how to place the bets and how to make decisions and pull money down and put money up. You can be so comfortable before you ever think about visiting a casino. So that's the story, guys. Don't let the scared nervousness of craps hold you back from one of the most incredible money-making opportunities that you can possibly find. If you have tried options trading or crypto or stock or using Japanese candlesticks and indicators and all of those crazy things with trading, this is light years easier. There's no subjectivity. When I teach people how to trade using Japanese candlesticks, I could show somebody the same exact chart, 5 different people, and they're going to look at it and see 5 different things. We don't have that problem here. There's no subjectivity. When you learn this and the strategies, everybody learns the same thing. You are not going to screw it up because you're going to practice and practice and practice. You can take private coaching sessions with me. If you still feel nervous after going through the course and there's something inside of one of the strategies you need help with, or if there's money management that you don't believe you understand completely how to handle in the game, we can demo it together. We can do anything you want. There is no excuse. This course has 7 of the best ways to make money on this planet. Does that mean there's no risk? I didn't say that. There's risk in everything. Starting an eBay business, buying the wrong things, drop shipping, crypto, definitely, stocks, options. Everything has a risk. But the key is controlling the risk through money management. That's the secret. And that's what we can teach you to do. And we can teach you to build and build so that that bankroll that you have to start with, whether it's 500, 5,000, or 50,000, we can teach you how to build methodically, slowly. That's what we do. It's not gambling, not the way we do it. It's investing. It's using games as an asset. Everything has a risk. It's evaluating the risk, creating the strategy and the money management around the risk, and creating a game plan. And that's what we do inside this course, and that's what we do with our private coaching. So if you're seeing this video, most likely, if you go to casinoincomeacademy.com and you go to the digital course page, this course is finally released and it's there for you to purchase. If you want a discount code, simply reach out to us. You should have already gotten a discount code in the newsletter that we sent out to you by email if you've already signed up for the newsletter. You got a link, the link leads you to the newsletter, and in the newsletter is the discount code. But if you need any further assistance, reach out to support, and we will help you. I want everybody to be able to afford this module. Everybody. We'll see you on the next video, and I can't wait for you guys to get involved with AI Bubblecraps Blueprint.